Welcome to episode 278 of the Ben Briggs podcast. I am Ben Briggs. It is Tuesday, people. Tuesday, the 28th of March, 2023. He says, almost forgetting the year there. Holy fucking shit. 3 months in. I've still not got used to it, people. Still feels like the future, doesn't it? In many ways, this is obviously the past. But anyway, we're still having a few little issues with uploading the podcast because my internet is fucking shite. So no doubt this will be, this may be a little bit late. So if you're skipping over this episode, then I take my hat off to you. You know, what can you do? It's new technology, people, new technology. As soon as AI becomes developed enough whereby I don't have to sit behind a fucking microphone and I can just tell AI what to do in my nasally voice, oh my God, the possibilities. What will I be up to then, people? I don't know. Anyway, let's get on. Let's fucking get on with this shit, shall we? Let's just see we're backing this up just in case, because the way the new technology is going at the moment here at Briggs Towers, we're upgrading all our equipment. Holy fucking shit. We're getting everything ready for a new adventure, people. A new place out there for us. Somewhere amongst the internet, there will be a new place for us where we can all go and all talk shit as we do here at the Ben Briggs podcast. Anyway, let's have a little bit of tea as ever. Surely you can drink this before you start the podcast? No, I like the homely feel. Do you like the homely feel? Do you set up a cup of tea and have it with me? Or do you just go, fucking hell, just get on with it, Ben, for fuck's sake. Hate all this quietness in between. Let's have some tea. Anyway, fans of quiet bits when I'm not talking. There you go. That's a little bit of a treat for you. Holy fucking shit. In many ways, today has been a very trying day, people. I have a few bits to talk about. Like going on from the last episode. Who feels bad now? Who feels fucking bad? I do. Saying about the person that I used to know and having that weird experience at a gig with them where they came to a gig and I didn't really talk to them. They messaged me, holy fucking shit. Holy shit. On Instagram, a couple of days later. When was it? Monday? Yesterday? Something like that. They messaged me on Monday saying, hey, sorry I didn't get a chance to chat and that sort of thing. I was looking for you. So obviously there was some sort of miscommunication there. So everything I said about it being a weird situation wasn't really that weird after all. Fucking hell. There was me being a weirdo. Being all needy and shit. Hey, surely you come over and speak to me, for fuck's sake. What the fuck's wrong with you? And that was not the case at all. So there we go. You live and learn, people, don't you? Sometimes everything's all a little bit awkward, isn't it? Every fucking social interaction I seem to have with people, unless I know them really well, seems to be really fucking awkward. I don't know. I'm on some sort of weird awkwardness spectrum, I think. I don't know. Anyway, karma has come round and shot me in the fucking buttocks today, people. Possibly because I was a little bit rude or a little bit I don't know, distant with the person I knew at the weekend. But karma has come round, ripped down my little panties, and forcefully, without my consent, had a little tickle of the butthole today. Yeah, I got up this morning and got into the car, and the warning light came on, because that's what happens these days. One of the warning lights will come on, and then my car's like a fucking schizophrenic, man. 1 minute it's all right, the next minute it's fucking twitching like fuck. You know what I mean? It's like clucking like a fucking smackhead. And there's warnings coming up all over the place. This one was like about the tyre pressure. I'd parked it up yesterday, fine. Nothing about the tyre pressure whatsoever was an issue. If anything, the tyre pressure was too good, people. If anything, it was bang on. But overnight, something has happened to that car. I don't know. And I got in, the little information fucking thing pops up, like they do on all minis. Yeah, it's a mini. Yeah, I'd drive a hairdresser's car. You got a problem with that? No. Unless you're a alpha male, in which case you will possibly question my sexuality at the nearest opportunity. And I'm okay with that, yeah? I'm comfortable with driving a mini convertible around. Far too many Union Jacks on it for a guy with my hairstyle. You know? He looks a bit too BMP. Anyway, yeah, so I backed the car out, and then I thought, fuck it, I'll just go round to the garage, put some air in the tyre, it'll be fine. It was a bit cold this morning, so I thought it's probably got something to do with like the coldness of the morning, and we'll get it all sorted out. I get round the corner from my house, and it's stop immediately, tyre pressure too low. Holy fucking shit, you little fucking... You tried to string me along, didn't you? Tried to string me along, thinking that I'd be able to just put a little bit of air in it, and I'll be able to get away with it for the day, and then probably pay for a new tyre in about 6 months' time. One of the tyres needs replacing anyway. It's not that fucker, is it? It's not that fucker that gets a puncture in it. It's the one that's virtually brand new on the back. Thank you. There we go. Be nicer to people in Lincolnshire, you fucking... Jesus. Yeah, so I thought I'd be able to put some tyre, some pressure in it, some air in it. But the garage I went to, the air machine was out, obviously. Of course it is. You don't want to make things easy for me, do you? Of course you don't. So that was out. So I had to go round to a different garage. Old school. Get the old tokens out. I don't know the logic of the tokens. I don't know why you have to go to the fucking counter, where most places these days you can just pop in a fucking pound coin or pop in some money. You have to go buy a token and then walk back to the air machine. I don't know. Are people breaking into air machines? Is that what they're doing? Stealing all the cash out of it? I have no idea. So, yeah, I popped some air in it and then drove back home, gave it an hour, probably an hour and a half, to see if the air was staying in there. See if some snidey little bastard hadn't, let down my tyres. Just by purely judging my character. I might piss somebody off somewhere. I don't know. I must piss people off all the time when I'm driving around. Fucking right up somebody's ass the other day. Somebody driving on a back road, 30 miles an hour on a country road. Some old fucking Mr. Magoo bastard. Barely being able to see over the top. I get right up, well, not right up the back of him, but I had to brake because it's going 30 miles an hour, and then he starts fucking brake checking me, the cunt. Fucking arsehole. You're doing 30 miles an hour and then slowing down, slamming your brakes on in front of me to make me try and... fucking arseholes. There's arseholes out here. If I could have ripped that old fucker out of his car there and then and smashed his fucking head on his fucking accelerator pedal. That's the one you need to use, not the fucking middle one, you prick. Anyway, yeah. So it's a weird thing when something goes wrong with your car, you realise how much you rely on your car for fucking getting anywhere. It's just, you know, you're playing safe. You feel like those aircraft, you know, RAF guys who get shot down over Baghdad or somewhere. 1 minute you're doing like 200 miles an hour, 300 miles an hour, whatever they do. The next minute you're handcuffed in a fucking Baghdad prison. So I gave it an hour and a half, and obviously the tyre had gone down, hadn't it? So I had to ring up the garage, take it down there. That took fucking forever. This was like, I checked on the tyre about 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:30. No, 7:30, something like that, 7 o'clock. Something like that, I have no idea. It was early anyway when I checked on it. And I had to wait until like 8 o'clock to ring up the garage. And rang them up. Yeah, just drop it down. So dropped it down. And it wasn't ready until 4:30 in the evening. I don't know why it took so long to put. I understand it's an emergency, but I don't know why. You know, I didn't know initially. I didn't know what to do. I don't know whether. I know insurance probably doesn't cover it, but I was like, you're hopeful that your insurance covers it, and then because it's like got low profile tires on it, they're 140 quid each. Bang. There you go. And then they try and do that thing where they try and upgrade you to better tyres, or say, you know, it's never like repairable, is it? A tyre never seems to be repairable. Every time I've taken a punctured tyre in, it's not repairable. It's no, you're going to have to buy a brand new tyre. I swear they just repair them and then sell them off as other tyres. That tyre was virtually brand new. I'm getting obsessed with tyres, people. Here we go. So, so it wasn't ready until like 4:30 at night. So I had to walk down like a pedestrian, like a normal bod. Walk down and like collect it from Quick Fit. Fuck me, Jesus. So that was 140 quid. Then they go, oh, you got a tyre on the front that's just above the legal limit, and your other tyre is a run flat, so you'll probably need to get that changed as well because the rest of the tyres aren't run flats. Well, I don't know. I have no idea why you think that's a run flat. It hasn't got run flat written on it, but I'm not just going to hand over, what was that, 140 quid, 280, 320, 420 quid on 3 tyres in a day. I know you're a business and you want to run shit. This is how they get you, people, because I don't know fucking shit about tyres. They're trying to take advantage of me, people. That's what they're trying to do. They just take fucking advantage of you. Oh, you need this one doing, you need this doing. It's like when you take your car in for a fucking service. Oh, I just want a service done. Oh, well, your brake pads seem to be going down a bit. You need to replace your brake pads as well. Just be happy with the money you get from a service. That's it. Don't take me through everything that's going to go on the car in 6 months fucking time. I'll realise that in 6 months' time when I'm in the shit situation I was in this morning and my car's not working. We'll assess that down the line. You can't fucking plan on everything. Anyway, so 140 quid lighter I am. And also, this is the worst thing about it. I rang them back about the front tyre because their weird fucking Jedi mind trick worked. And I thought, fuck it. I'll get the front one done tomorrow as well. So I've got it booked in tomorrow to have the front one done as well. Yeah, I fell for it. I know I fell for it. Innit? I know I fucking fell for it. So I've had that. I had the dentist yesterday. This is, let's have a bit more tea. That's how they get you, though, isn't it? They make you fucking paranoid. That's all they need to do. Just drop it into the conversation. Oh, you're virtually on the legal limit on this tyre. If you were to get pulled over, well, I don't know. If I was to get pulled over, what? What are they going to do? say your tyre's like on the legal limit there. Okay, I'll take it and get it done. Are you going to fine me for that or what? And then it escalates to there. Then the next minute you're throwing punches at a police officer, and then you've got to kill him or you're in big trouble. Steal his tyres, and then you're fine. That's it, isn't it? There you go. Next minute you're on the run, all because you had a tyre that was just above legal limit. That's it, isn't it? You're looking for false passports, changing your name, you set up, you move to the Philippines, get somebody pregnant, try and stay there. I don't know, people. And all because you didn't want to pay for an extra tyre. So I didn't want that to happen to me. I don't want to live in the Philippines. Fuck's sake, Jesus. The commute for gigs is going to be horrendous. Horrendous. So I'm taking it in tomorrow. That's it. That's how they get you. I fell for the marketing people. What can I say? Even someone as me, even someone with forthright opinions from me, has tyre anxiety every now and again. And then you go to the dentist, and nothing's right there, is it? I clean my teeth in the morning. I clean my teeth at night. Do you have a electric toothbrush with sensitivity on there to see if you're pressing too hard? Yeah, I do. Yeah. Well, your enamel seems to be being worn off. I'm 46. You know what I mean? I'm quite happy with the fact I've got no fillings whatsoever. I've never had a filling. I've never had a chipped tooth. I've never had teeth out, like rotten teeth or anything like that. Oh, well, you got a little bit of gum disease at the back there. I don't know what more I can do. I'm not going to spend an hour a night cleaning my teeth. That's it. I know this is your job, sweetheart. I know this is your job to be a dental hygienist and tell people about their dental hygiene, but I'm not spending an hour a night getting those shitty little fucking brushes in between my teeth. I've got one of those spray things. That's horrendous, by the way. Have you seen those water flossers? I've got one of those. You fill them up like that, put it in between your teeth, and it just blasts out all the shit in between them, the crap that comes out of your mouth. Oh, it's horrendous. It makes me never, ever want to kiss a single person ever again. The amount of shit that is in people's teeth, the horrendous shit that comes out of my teeth into the sink. And you just look down and go, oh, fucking, looks like a little bit of tomato there. I had tomato like 2 days ago. Just been festering up against my gum, just rotting. Ah, horrendous, isn't it? If you look too much into that, like now, when I think about it, people aren't cleaning their teeth that well. They're cleaning other places. I ain't ever doing anything. I ain't ever doing anything dirty ever again. Do you go down on people, Ben? Not anymore, no, not without any antibacterial spray. Do you want to give me a kiss? No, not at all. Not until you've flossed out your teeth, cleaned them, and then had them inspected with one of those infrared. Is it like I'm going to put a black light, that's it, and in your fucking mouth before I even kiss you on the lips, baby. How'd you like that? You like that? Anyway, yeah, so that was about 100 quid. That cost me as well. It just makes me feel, every time I go to the dental hygienist, it makes me feel like I'm the filthiest bastard in the world. Where they're going round with that, when they go, oh, just pricking the gums, just making them bleed. A little bit of bleeding there, a little bit of bleed. It sounded like a fucking massacre had occurred inside my mouth. Let's have a little bit more tea. Are you still brushing morning and night? Of course I am. I brush morning and night. Yes, I do that. Just don't do all the other shit. All the paraphernalia to clean my teeth. I never needed that when I was a kid. Why do I need it now? I never. Is it because your gums recede? Is that it? Your gums recede, leaves gaps between the teeth, and then the food just congeals inside. Jesus. Fucking horrendous thought, isn't it? Anyway, sad news today. Sad news. It was sad news as well. I didn't realise this until I wasn't a massive follower of Paul O'Grady. Paul O'Grady, British comedian, formerly drag act Lily Savage, but sort of like set out on their own, died. Set out on their own, that's not quite right, is it? They just... it was Paul O'Grady who played Lily Savage, and then he dropped the Lily Savage bit and just wanted to be himself, I think. Died today. Unexpectedly, I think. I think they were only about 67. He was only about 67. Yeah, a bit of a shame. He's a bit of a stalwart of the sort of the sort of like comedy scene, like in the UK, for a long time. Had shows on TV and stuff. Did Blankety Blank. Was quite mainstream for a drag act initially, and then sort of like dropped that and did the Paul O'Grady show as well, which was like a lunchtime, sort of like 5 o'clock lunchtime, sort of like show that I always sort of like watched because I always seemed to be, even when I wasn't doing stand up, before I was doing stand up, I was always home about that sort of time, so I always watched it. But yeah, it's just a bit of a shame, really. So that was a bit of a shocker. Everybody's going, aren't they? Everybody's going. This is what happens, isn't it, when you get older? Everybody, well, not everybody seems to die, but like, well, everybody does die, obviously. Let's just go round in circles on that one. But you get to the age where, like, people who were like 20, 30 years older than you, like me, who you grew up watching. I mean, a lot of them has been paedophiles as well. Let's like, not that Paul O'Grady was at all. Apparently, he was a thoroughly decent guy, a really nice guy, apparently. But yeah, you get to the age where all of the people you grew up with, watching or listening to on the radio, they either start retiring or fucking dying, and then all of those sort of like creature comforts that you had when you were younger are just gone forever. That's what growing up is. Growing up is watching everything that made you comfortable and reminded you of childhood dying slowly. That's it, isn't it? Everything. Everyone. And you're just there virtually every week of your life in your 40s. You're going to be going, oh, that's a shame. Oh, that's a shame. I really like them. Oh, sorry to hear that. Thoughts and prayers and all that. That's what being in your 40s is. Just everything that you knew. I know this sounds. Oh, you fucking. Oh man. Oh man. I hope that is not coming through. Somebody is ringing my phone right now. Oh god. It's really annoying. Jesus, I thought I'd put that on airplane mode, and it's come directly through the headphones, super loud. Oh Jesus! Hopefully that's not picked up on the recording. Anyway, if it has, enjoy my ringtone. That's it, innit? Enjoy that ringtone. Yeah. So where were we? Please, I hope they don't ring back as well right now. Anyway. Yeah, where were we? We were on Lily Savage. Everybody dying. Yeah, it's just a real... That's what it is. Week in, week out, just people going, oh, and then posting up on social media and stuff. about it, how much they meant to them. You know, it becomes a little bit of a competition, doesn't it? Who meant most to them? Who's the person they meant most to? That's it, isn't it? People posting up photos caught with them and things like that. But yeah, anyway, that's the we've gone slightly off track. That's thrown me, that fucking phone call. Jesus Christ. Just when you think everything's set up and everything's okay, somebody wants to get in contact with you. I'm probably slagging them off. It's probably my mum ringing. Let's have a little bit more tea. Yeah, getting older, man. Terrible. When you think about it, 67, though. I was like, oh, that doesn't seem that old these days. 67. You know, obviously I have one grandparent left. I have my nan left. She was 101. Like last week, was it? Yeah, last week. 101. Still going strong. That's fucking mental. Crazy. Crazy times. But when I was a kid, people who were 67 seemed fucking old. Seemed really old. People in their 70s even. You know, you'd see people like when I was a kid, like when I was like, you know, 8, 9, 10, something like that. You'd see people in their 60s. They were bent over. You know, doing that fucking little shuffle. Wheeling around those fucking shopping trolleys. You know, just looked worn out by life. Completely fucked. That's probably because most of the jobs back then were like manual labour, weren't they? People working on building sites or just doing manual coal mining and other stereotypical jobs from the 60s and 70s. But they were just fucked. Like now, 67 doesn't seem that much, especially now I'm 46. That's like 21 years. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. I was thinking, Jesus Christ, if I go at 67, that's 21 years left. I don't even have to save for a fucking retirement, baby. Don't even have to do that. Just work right the way up. Keel over one day on stage. That's it. At what age is it best to make a will? I wonder what that is. I wonder who would... Nobody's going to be fighting over my shit here. Who wants all this shit behind me? Put in your request for what you want just in case I pop off early. And I'll make sure you get it in the will. That's it, isn't it? That's it. People are just... Most of this shit here at Briggs Towers is going to end up in landfill. Most of it. Nobody's going to want to keep any of this shit. Jesus. I don't know. 21 years to go. Let's see if we can beat that. That's a bare minimum, isn't it? Let's see if we can beat 21 years to go. We'll see. Only time will tell. That's the weird thing about it, isn't it? It's always at the back of your mind. More so when you're in your fucking 40s. It's always at the back of your mind. And pops up every now and again, doesn't it? You're enjoying yourself. And yeah, one day you're enjoying yourself. You know, you're at Alton Towers. You're having a great time. You're out on a night out. You're having a few beers. And the old ticker starts going a bit funny, doesn't it? Just to remind you, hey, don't get too carried away enjoying yourself. You're going to die soon. Randomly get a pain in the side. Oh, you're getting older. There you go. You're just getting older. Anyway, that is almost this episode completed, people. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, it's a bit of a sad one. That's all I'm going to say. Paul O'Grady, bit of a sad one. Bit of a sad one, that. He was a nice guy. Really down, he seemed really down to earth and just funny as fuck on everything he was on. Yeah, shame. I wonder who will be the next one. There we go. Tune in for the next exciting episode of Which Celebrity Dies Next here at the Ben Briggs Podcast. Holy fucking shit. That was episode 278 of the Ben Briggs podcast. I shall be back on Saturday, people, won't I? April Fool's Day. Holy fucking shit. Will I be back on Saturday? That is it, eh? There we go. Bit of an April Fool's. Oh, bit early, isn't it? Bit early. What lame-ass things people are going to be doing on April Fool's Day. God knows. Nobody gives a fuck anymore. You know. Hey, man, can you believe we... No, I can't believe it. Anyway, that was episode 278. As I just said, I will speak to you on Saturday, motherfuckers. Have a great rest of your working week. Fucking working 9 till 5 or whatever you were fucking doing. I'll speak to you on Saturday. Take care.